Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a very quick review of the Jonas quiz, the assignment for week 4. Just want to let you know that although the quiz had 6 points, if you look at the grade center, it'll just be a percentage of 1 point, just like every weekly assignment. If there's any, and if I mess that up somehow, please let me know, because I'm not really very good at those things. So we have some true falses. True false. Jonas believes that the nature of technology has changed. That's true. I had a number of people say, well, I mean, he says that the nature of human action has changed, which he does. That's good. But that doesn't exclude the theme or a really deep theme, I think, of this essay, that the nature of technology has changed too. So that was absolutely correct, that he says that the nature of human action has changed. But that doesn't mean that this is false. In fact, it's a big takeaway, I think, from the essay that he does think the nature of technology has changed, and it's a qualitative change that's resulted from a quantitative change for obvious reasons. So sorry if that question was misleading in some way or another, but I'm going to stick with true there. Number 2, Jonas quotes Sophocles' Antigone to show a time before human beings had created technology. That's false. The whole point of that was that human beings did have technology in Sophocles' time, and that the Antigone chorus is actually celebrating that. But again, that he quotes it to show that the nature of technology has changed since Sophocles' day, but not that the human beings that he describes are pre-technological. I think Jonas would probably, I'm taking a certain guess here, but say that there's never been a human being without technology, that technology and human nature, being a human being and use of technology, are so closely associated that what would a pre-technological human being be? Anyway, the answer to that is false. Number 3, Jonas says that it would be wrong to decide not to develop a new technology because it would slow human progress. No, he doesn't say that. I don't think he can say that, because the whole thesis demands that we be ready to slow at least technological progress. So he never says anything like that. But it's certainly a response, a valid response to the issue, but it's not Jonas's, so that's false. Number 4, Jonas believes that our power to anticipate the long-term consequences of technology is weaker than our ability to create such powerful technology. That's true. It's kind of the whole essence of the thing there, of the ethical message, is that we won't be able to, that our ability to anticipate consequences will always lag behind our power to create those consequences. So that's true. Okay, so those are the true false. The short answer, where there's considerable leeway, but I had to make a judgment call in some cases. Why does Jonas believe we need a new ethics? We need a new ethics because our human action has changed, and because technology has changed. And we need new ethics specifically because the old ethics that we have was an ethics of the here and now, in which the ethics were appropriate for human beings because the effects of human beings' actions were very temporary and local. That is, the effects were very limited in space and time. But that situation, due to the new technologies, the more powerful technologies we have, has changed. So we have to take into account time frames, and we have to think globally in a way that human beings really never did before. And so we have to develop a new ethics which is more appropriate to that new situation. That is the answer that I was looking for. I think that, again, leeway in terms of essay answers. If somebody says something which kind of sounds credible but doesn't exactly follow that, I certainly gave credit for, if not marked absolutely correct. But that's what I was looking for. Finally, number 6, why does Jonas believe that in the new ethics, the importance of knowledge becomes greater? The importance of knowledge is the importance of knowledge of effects, of consequences. We need to have a better grasp. We need to know what the effects of our technology will be. And that's because the kind of effects are much more drastic, um, much more global and deep in terms of the effects on nature and human life specific, but also long lasting in terms of the future, temporally more powerful. So the effects of our actions are more radical. So to be responsible, we need to have a grasp and knowledge of what those effects will be. Of course, as he points out, can't really, will never really, be able to attain. He thinks that kind of knowledge. So those are the answers I was looking for. That's why I wrote the things that I did. Again, if I made a mistake in grading, please let me know. You should have a percentage of 1 point, and that percentage should be percentage of one based upon your overall score out of 6. So if I messed up, or if you have any continuing questions or objections, which I would, gladly discuss with you about the way I graded the exam in terms of what I thought was right and wrong, please let me know. Don't hesitate. It would be fine.